happens when you give a wizard a lightsaber, a philosophy degree, and childhood trauma? You get a Sith. And in the galaxy far, far away, Sith aren't just villains. They're walking, force-choking dissertations on how not to process your emotions. So today, my fellow nerds and force-sensitive caffeine addicts, we dive into the top 10 most powerful Sith in Star Wars canon and legends. Yes, legends are included. Because ignoring them is like saying Jar Jar Binks was a good idea. We just don't do that here. A Sith so ancient, his Wikipedia page probably requires translation from Sith runes. Marka Ragnos reigned around 5 HM BBY. That's before Yoda's great-great-grandfrog was born. He didn't use lightsabers. He used a metal sword enhanced by Sith alchemy. Because nothing screams, I'm different, like cosplaying a medieval knight in space. And even after death, he shows up like a ghostly life coach for Naga Sato. Talk about a toxic mentor haunting your afterlife. A Jedi, then a Sith, then a Jedi again. Basically the Taylor Swift of Force alignment. Constantly rebranding. Revan could channel both the light side and dark side simultaneously, basically playing Force jazz with emotional trauma. Also, lightsaber duelist, Force healer, battle precog, and human cheat code. The man didn't walk into battle. He glitched into it. Imagine if Bane from Batman and Darth Vader had an angry, rage-fueled Force baby. That's Darth Malgus, known for his brute strength, acrobatics, and general, I lift entire platoons with the Force and yeet them across rooms energy. He sacked Coruscant just to prove a point, because therapy was not covered by his Sith insurance plan. The Sith responsible for the rule of two. Translation: only one boss fight at a time, please. Bane wore armor made of obelisks, little crab things that fed him drugs and boosted his stats like a walking space steroid. He was so OP, his Force punches came with DLC content. Also, obsessed with reading ancient Sith scrolls like a dark side librarian with unresolved rage issues. Yes, Anakin, the drama king of the Skywalker saga. After his volcanic makeover, his lightsaber style changed, but his rage? Still on maximum overdrive. His mastery of the Force included barrier projection, saber throw homing missiles, and emotional instability turned up to 11. Oh, and he once tanked lava with a Force shield. Because why not? A walking void. Literally. After surviving the mass shadow generator, his body turned into a black hole in a bathrobe. He didn't use the Force. He devoured it. Whole planets screamed when he got hungry. Nihilus didn't speak words. He whispered annihilation. Basically, if you had Force sensitivity, you were his snack. Yes, that Plagueis. The one from the "Have you ever heard the tragedy?" meme. Plagueis wasn't just powerful, he was immortal adjacent. He used the Force to manipulate midichlorians and cheat death. A Sith necromancer with a medical degree and a god complex. Too bad he forgot the one rule of Sith mentorship: never nap near your apprentice. Former Jedi, exiled philosopher, full-time Force nihilist. Traya didn't just fall to the dark side, she debated the dark side into submission. Master of Force lightning, telepathy, and multi-lightsaber telekinetic combat, like Dr. Octopus, but with sabers instead of arms. She questioned the Force itself, and then tried to kill it. Existential Crisis, Sith Edition. He drained an entire planet of life. Let me repeat that. Not a Jedi, not a city, a planet. Lived for over 1,000,000 years. Changed names more than a catfisher on Tinder. He was so strong, he needed 2 extra personalities just to contain his power. If Sith had a final boss, it was him. Surprised? Don't be. The original puppet master, Space Machiavelli, and lightning-happy grandpa. Palpatine mastered all 7 forms of lightsaber combat, tossed around Force storms like party tricks, and somehow came back from the dead more times than comic book characters. He manipulated an entire galaxy and turned the most powerful Jedi into a crispy husk. If the Sith were a tech startup, he'd be the CEO, CFO, and HR department, all while secretly siphoning your soul. And there you have it. The most terrifying, overpowered, emotionally repressed beings in the Star Wars universe. But hey, who's your favorite Sith? Which one would you absolutely not want as your therapist? Drop your ranking in the comments and let the dark side debates begin. And of course, Subscribe before Disney turns this video into a musical about Sith feelings on Disney+. If Darth Vader can choke people with his mind, you can click a like button. May your Wi-Fi be strong and your midichlorians high.